Welcome to The Explainer. You've finally decided to start training, which is honestly an absolutely amazing first step. But almost immediately, you're faced with this massive fork in the road, right? Today, we're setting up the ultimate player select screen for your fitness journey to help you pick the perfect build. We're going to break down the realities of bodyweight training versus pumping iron. Let's get into it.
So let's dive right in by asking the ultimate question: calisthenics or the gym? Like, which one actually fits you? Now, both of these can bring incredible results, absolutely, but they demand entirely different things from your wallet, your patience, and even your physical environment. We're going to figure out exactly which training discipline matches your personal goals, your budget, and your mindset.
Section 1. Choose your fighter. We're defining the base classes here.
All right, so on one hand, you have calisthenics. This is that raw, primal training. Your body is literally the gym. It's really just you and gravity duking it out, where your arms, legs, and core all fire together like a human machine. You know the aesthetic, doing muscle-ups at a local park while a random dog barks at you. But then on the flip side, we have weight training, the gym life. This is all about loading up external weight and engineering your body kind of like a construction project. We're talking barbells, cables, and machines. And yeah, sometimes you're stuck waiting 20 minutes for a bench while someone scrolls TikTok, but you get to literally watch your muscles grow in real time. Both build serious strength, but man, they get you there in very different ways.
Moving on to Section 2, the cost of entry. Let's talk about funding your build.
Gravity doesn't charge rent. I love that saying. And it perfectly captures the sheer financial dominance of calisthenics, because the base game here is completely free. Zero memberships, zero machines, zero excuses. You can train right in your bedroom, hit the local park, or even use a sturdy door frame if you're getting a little creative. Sure, you can buy resistance bands or a suspension trainer later as a little extra sauce, but fundamentally, it costs absolutely nothing to start.
Now, in stark contrast, the gym costs real money. A basic monthly membership is going to run you at least $40 a month. If you want the fancy one with the saunas and the smoothie bar, yeah, you're kissing $100 a month goodbye. And if you think, hey, I'll just bypass this by building a home gym, well, between barbell plates and a squat rack, you're easily $1,000 deep before you even curl a single dumbbell. So financially speaking, calisthenics absolutely wipes the floor here.
All right, Section 3, the progression grind. Time for leveling up your stats.
So on paper, calisthenics sounds pretty easy, right? Just push-ups and pull-ups. But here's the catch. There is no lightweight mode. You are lifting your entire body weight from day one, whether you weigh 50 kilos or 100 kilos. It's literally like jumping straight into hard mode before you've even touched the tutorial. The gym, however, is basically beginner heaven. A total novice can sit down on a lat pull-down machine, pick a weight that feels totally doable, and start building strength instantly. You can grab dumbbells as light as 2 kilos. The machines guide your motion perfectly, so you really can't mess it up.
Because calisthenics locks you into your own body weight, the progression system is this vastly different, kind of slow, skill-based grind. You can't just slap another plate on your back. To progress, you actually have to level up to entirely new, harder variations. Like regular push-ups become archer push-ups, which eventually, hopefully, become one-arm push-ups. Unlocking that next level, like finally getting your first real pull-up or a muscle-up, that can take weeks or even months of frustrating practice. It's a really complex, highly disciplined journey.
Conversely, the gym is the fast lane. It utilizes simple progressive overload. You lifted a certain weight today? Awesome. Next week, just add 5 pounds or squeeze out just one more rep. Boom, progress. It gives you these faster wins, which equals way more motivation, especially for a beginner. Plus, tracking it is incredibly simple. You literally just write the numbers in a logbook. And with all the cables, kettlebells, and machines, you have endless ways to hit your muscles from every single angle to keep that motivation riding high.
Next up is Section 4, Aesthetics and Fat Loss. Choosing your final form.
Calisthenics builds what we call functional power. You're teaching your body to move as a single unit, with locked-in core balance and coordination on literally every rep. It makes you look and feel like an athlete. But if your dream is maximum size, symmetry, and legs that can squat double your body weight, well, the gym is the undisputed king. Don't get me wrong, pistol squats are cool, but they simply cannot match throwing heavy plates on a barbell. The gym just hands you the exact tools to isolate your biceps, your hamstrings, or your shoulders perfectly.
Now, let's tackle the biggest reason a massive portion of people start training in the first place: fat loss. Let's be real, most people don't actually care about mastering a front lever or squatting 3 plates. They just want to drop some weight.
So here is the absolutely crucial point. Neither path works for weight loss unless your diet is in check.
Whether you do push-ups in the park or squats under a bar, diet and cardio are what actually drive fat loss. However, and this is a big however, if you are overweight and just starting out, calisthenics can be a bit of a nightmare. Pushing a heavier body weight is just incredibly difficult. The gym gives you a much easier on-ramp here. Machines scale the weight down safely, and you have those built-in treadmills and ellipticals right there to burn extra calories.
Which brings us to Section 5, Mindset, Myths, and Environment, defeating the final boss.
You know, where you train matters so much more than you might think. With calisthenics, you have pure freedom. The beach, the park, your living room, it's amazing. But it is all on you. If you train outside, your workout partner might be a rainstorm, snow, or blazing heat. The gym, alternatively, is the hype zone. Music is blasting, weights are clanking all around you, and watching someone hit a personal record right next to you creates this instant accountability. You show up, you train. But the flip side, sometimes the drive to the gym itself can become the absolute easiest excuse to just stay on the couch.
Before we wrap up today, let's clear up some massive myths real quick. First off, lifting does not stunt youth growth. That is entirely false. Actually, scratch that. Lifting done right actually boosts bone density and supports healthy development. Second, both methods are totally safe. Bad form, ego lifting, and garbage programming are what cause injuries, not the actual method itself. Leave your ego at the door and you'll be fine either way. Though it is definitely worth noting, if your specific goal is boosting your mobility, calisthenics definitely takes the crown, for sure.
Okay, here is your final stat sheet summarizing everything we've covered, letting you compare the core attributes side by side. As you can see, calisthenics wins on cost and mobility, but it is definitely hard mode for beginners, and tracking your progress is pretty complex. The gym requires a monthly fee and a literal trip out of the house, but it is tutorial heaven for beginners, offers super simple weight-based tracking, and is completely unmatched if you want maximum leg size. So, we've laid out the entire player select screen. You've got the full picture now. But here is the ultimate twist. Absolutely nothing stops you from using the greatest cheat code in fitness. You can just mix both. You can build functional core power at the park, and then hit the gym to sculpt massive legs and isolate your shoulders. So, with the absolute best of both worlds sitting right in front of you, what is your very first move going to be?